show up initially. I was not expecting it to be as large as it was, and I was not expecting that many people to come, so I think it was a success. I think that we always get the sensitized version of it. I think that we always talk about it in broad strokes and never about the one-on-one interactions with race and with people of a different race. So like, I can go to a history class and we can talk about the Civil War and we can talk about Jim Crow afterwards, but we don't talk about how students, like, because they have not been around Black people, because they have not been around people of color their entire lives, will say things that are, like, I guess what we call microaggressions, and be fine because, like, we don't talk about that. We don't talk about the everyday racism that people see. Like, we talk about it in a systemic view, but we don't talk about it in everyday life.
I keep telling people, everyone who asks me about organizing this event, that if we hadn't made the Facebook event, someone else would have, because there are plenty of other like activists and passionate people who definitely would have stepped up to organize this. And especially for students who maybe aren't pursuing like a humanities major, like a science major like me, it's really hard to get exposed to it when teachers aren't really active about talking about it in classes. And as an Asian American student, I'm like currently trying to find and advocate for more classes that would allow me to educate myself on the history of Asian Americans and immigrants here.
Empower people of color groups on campus to be able to speak what they want to say and not silence them, and kind of have an open communication about race.
I know it's a burden and I know it's not fair, but you know what? It's a lot of shit that's not fair in this world. You know what I mean? So if you're able to deal with it and still continue to say, I'm down and I still support you, I feel like that stands out more to me, more than, you know, trying to complain why it's like you basing everything on what's fair. It's like, let's disregard what's fair, because if we going off what's fair, it's a lot of shit to be discussed.
This was just the tip of the iceberg, and I was not expecting so many people to show up, like I said before, but if anything, it showed me that people are looking for these mediums and people are looking for these types of things, and if I can give people the space in the area to make things happen, then I will.
Especially today. This is going to be difficult, it's going to be emotional, and I get that, but listen, this space is about common ground, and what that means is we're not having to agree all the time, but we are here together, and we're going to work to actually form these relationships and have a serious talk. And if you disagree with the opinion. Don't disagree and attack the person directly. And I mean that. And I have